Welcome to free online classes of physics with Lambosa. So, in this session, we are discussing about the optical instruments. So, the instruments which are manufactured by using mirrors, lenses, or prisms. That instruments are called as optical instruments. And large number of optical instruments are available in the market. Out of that, we know that the side mirrors of vehicles, torch that we are using in the houses. At the same time, the lenses which are used in the cameras, microscopes, telescopes, binoculars, large number of optical instruments are available. So out of that, in this topic, which one is the optics, we are discussing only three optical instruments. The first optical instrument that we want to discuss in this topic is simple microscope, which is also called as magnifying lens. This was the first optical instrument that we want to discuss in this topic. The second optical instrument is the compound microscope. I think you have seen that compound microscope in your biology lab. And third optical instrument is the telescope. So these are the three out of many optical instruments that we want to discuss in this chapter. And I know that you have studied that optical instruments in the 10th standard in the topic lens. But in the 11th standard, we are finding magnifying powers of each of that three optical instruments. That magnifying power is also called as angular magnification. We want to find the expressions for angular magnifications for these three optical instruments. So before that, we will study three basic definitions related to optical instruments. First one is the distance of distinct vision, and that is called as a DDV, which is equal to 25 centimeter for normal human eye. For an unaided eye, the minimum distance of an object from an unaided eye for which object can be clearly seen without causing strain to the eye. That distance is distance of DDV. So distance of distinct vision can be defined like this. Minimum distance of an object from an unaided eye for which object can be clearly seen without causing strain to the eye. That distance is the distance of distinct vision. And we know that this DDV for normal human eye is 25 centimeter. And if the object is closer than 25 centimeter or away from or large distance from 25 centimeter, what will happen? One cannot see that object clearly without causing strain to the eye. So if we bring that object less than distance 25 centimeter towards the eye, close to the eye, then we can see that object, but without causing strain to the eye, we cannot see it clearly. At the same time, if the object is moved away from the eye greater than 25 centimeter, we can see that object, but without causing strain to the eye, we cannot see that object clearly. So to see an object clearly, the object should be minimum 25 centimeter from an unaided eye. And that minimum distance of an object is called as distance of distinct vision. That was the first basic definition related to optical instrument. The second one is the visual angle. And this visual angle is subtended by both object and image. And angles are subtended to the eye or to the eye lens. That's why visual angle can be defined like this. angle subtended or angle made by an object or image with the eye, you can say eye lens, is called visual angle. म्हणजे ऑब्जेक्ट त्याचबरोबर त्या ऑब्जेक्टची जी इमेज फॉर्म होणार आहे, where that image is forming on the retina of that eye, then object and or image both are subtending angle with the eye lens, and that angle subtended by object or image with the eye is nothing but visual angle. We will explain somewhat visual angle. So the objects which we are observing, the size of that object is apparent to us, not it is actual. And this apparent or observed size of any object for an eye depends upon size of image which is formed on the retina. So apparent or observed size of an object for an eye depends upon size of image formed on retina. In Marathi, retina is also called as a netrapata. So the size of image which is formed on retina decides the size, apparent size of the object. So let us go through one ray diagram which is explaining formation of image of an object. See here. This is the ray diagram in which O is the object and I is the image formed on retina. So this object subtends angle alpha with the eye lens, and this image also subtends an angle alpha with the eye lens, and this angle subtended by object or image with the eye lens, that angle is nothing but visual angle, and the apparent or observed size of this object depends upon size of image formed on the retina. At the same time, the size of this image depends on the visual angle subtended by object at the eye. See here, the size of image which is formed on retina in turn depends on visual angle subtended by object at the eye. म्हणजे इथं तुम्हाला रिलेशन लक्षात येतंय का पहा, apparent ऑब्जेक्टची साईज ही इमेजच्या साईजवर डिपेंड असणार आहे. ग्रेटर द साईज ऑफ इमेज, ग्रेटर विल बी apparent साईज ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट. आणि ही जी साईज आहे इमेजची विच इज फॉर्म्ड ऑन रेटिना, in turn it depends on angle subtended or visual angle subtended by object at the eye. So we can easily say that greater the visual angle, greater the visual angle, greater will be the observed size of that object. See here, greater the visual angle, larger or greater will be the observed size of an object. So from this definition of visual angle, we understand that if we want to increase apparent size of an object, we must increase the visual angle. And to increase the visual angle, the object should bring close to the eye, closer to the eye. But the distance of that object from the unaided eye must be minimum 25 centimeter so that we can see that object clearly without causing strain to the eye. So this is the way to increase the apparent size of object by increasing its visual angle. So this statement is important. Greater the visual angle, larger will be the observed or apparent size of an object. So this was the second definition related to optical instrument. Now the third definition which is important for this discussion, which is magnifying power of an optical instrument. This magnifying power is also called as angular magnification. मग एखाद्या ऑप्टिकल इन्स्ट्रुमेंटची मॅग्निफाईंग पॉवर म्हणजेच अँग्युलर मॅग्निफिकेशन हा रेशो असतो दोन व्हिज्युअल अँगलचा. आता हे दोन व्हिज्युअल अँगल्स कोणते आपण डेफिनेशन मधून समजावून घेऊ. सी हिअर, मॅग्निफाईंग पॉवर which is also called as angular magnification of an optical instrument is defined as the ratio of the visual angle subtended at eye by the image formed by that optical instrument. That angle is called as beta here. To the visual angle subtended at unaided eye by the object kept at DDV. That angle is alpha. So I will explain this definition. That's why it will clear to you. Magnifying power of an optical instrument. कोणत्याही optical instrument ला magnifying power ही असते, less or greater. Our eyes are also one of the optical instrument, but its magnifying power has limitations for the focusing. And due to the limitations for the magnifying power of the eye lens, we are using the optical instruments. Simple microscope, compound microscope, telescope. Why we are using? Because there is a limitation for the focusing of the eye lens. आपल्याकडे आय लेन्स हे ऑप्टिकल इन्स्ट्रुमेंट आहे, पण त्याच्या फोकसिंगला लिमिटेशन असल्यामुळं, मॅग्निफाईंग पॉवरला लिमिटेशन असल्यामुळं we are using another optical instrument and their magnifying power we want to derive here. And magnifying power of any optical instrument is the ratio of two angles. Out of that, visual angle subtended at the eye by image formed by optical instrument beta divided by visual angle subtended at unaided eye by the object kept at DDV, that is alpha. म्हणजे ऑप्टिकल इन्स्ट्रुमेंटनं जी इमेज फॉर्म केली असेल त्या इमेजनं आईज बरोबर केलेला व्हिज्युअल अँगल डिवाइडेड बाय व्हिज्युअल अँगल subtended at unaided eye by the object kept at DDV, that is alpha. And the ratio of these two visual angles gives us angular magnification or magnifying power of an optical instrument. Simply we have to find out the two visual angles. Visual angle subtended by image at the eye divided by visual angle subtended by object kept at DDV with eye. Then visual angle subtended by image at the eye is beta and visual angle subtended by object at DDV with the eye is alpha. So according to this definition, we can write magnifying power or angular magnification of optical instrument like this. Magnifying power, which is also called as angular magnification, is the ratio of two visual angles. Visual angle subtended at eye by the image formed by instrument divided this visual angle is beta divided by visual angle subtended at unaided eye by the object kept at DDV. This angle is alpha. So in symbolic form, magnifying power or angular magnification is the ratio of beta upon alpha. What is beta? What is alpha? Where alpha is the visual angle subtended at unaided eye by the object kept at DDV. And what is beta here? This is the visual angle subtended at eye by the image formed by that optical instrument. So the ratio of these two visual angles gives us magnifying power of any optical instrument, which is also called as angular magnification. So these are the three basic definitions related with optical instruments. Now we will go through one concept which is explaining need for using optical instruments. So why we are using that optical instrument? What is the need to use an optical instrument? That we want to explain in this concept. So due to limitations for focusing the eye lens, म्हणजे आपल्याकडं जे ऑप्टिकल इन्स्ट्रुमेंट आहे, आईज आहेत, आर द ऑप्टिकल इन्स्ट्रुमेंट्स, पण आईज मध्ये जे लेन्स आहे, आय लेन्स आहे, त्याच्या फोकसिंगला लिमिटेशन्स आहेत. So due to limitations for the focusing the eye lens, it is not possible to take an object closer than a certain distance. म्हणजे आपल्या आईज पासून सर्टन मिनिमम डिस्टन्स आहे, ज्याला तुम्ही DDV म्हटलात, की जे 25 सेंटीमीटर आहे. ज्या डिस्टन्सवर ऑब्जेक्ट जर आपण ठेवला तर तो ऑब्जेक्ट विदाउट कॉझिंग स्ट्रेन टू द आय वी कॅन सी इट क्लिअरली. But due to limitations for the focusing the eye lens, it is not possible to take that object closer than 25 centimeter. And this distance is called DDV. ज्या डिस्टन्स वर आपण ऑब्जेक्ट क्लिअरली बघू शकतो विदाउट कॉझिंग स्ट्रेन टू द आय, दिस डिस्टन्स इज कॉल्ड DDV. And for normal unaided eye, that distance of DDV is 25 centimeter. So what will happen if the object is brought closer than that? See here, if object is brought closer than this distance, that means 25 centimeter पेक्षा object आईसच्या जर closer आणला, we can see that object, but there will be the strain produced in the eyes. So we cannot see it clearly without causing strain to the eye. This is the problem because there is a limitation for the focusing the eye lens. आपल्या जे आईज मध्ये लेन्स आहेत त्याला फोकसिंगच्या लिमिटेशन्स आहेत आणि त्याचं फोकसिंग मॅक्झिमम असणार when object is at 25 centimeter distance from that unaided eye. This is one. At the same time, if the object is too small, like the cells of onion, if we want to see the cells of onion, we can see the onion clear बघू शकतो ओनियनला if that onion is kept at 25 centimeter from our eyes, but we cannot see the cells of that onion, means the cells are too small. And if the object is too small, if an object is too small, then corresponding visual angle from 25 centimeter is not enough to see it. जसं की आपण इथे एक्झाम्पल घेतलंय, द सेल ऑफ ओनियन, दिस ऑब्जेक्ट इज टू स्मॉल. आणि जरी तो ऑब्जेक्ट आपण 25 सेंटीमीटर बरोबर ठेवला तरी त्या ऑब्जेक्टनं जो काय व्हिज्युअल अँगल सबटेन केला असेल, दॅट व्हिज्युअल अँगल इज नॉट इनफ टू सी इट. दॅट व्हिज्युअल अँगल विल बी व्हेरी व्हेरी स्मॉल. And if we try to bring that object closer than that, म्हणजे 25 सेंटीमीटर पेक्षा हा जो ऑब्जेक्ट आहे, टू स्मॉल ऑब्जेक्ट आहे, हा आपण अजून क्लोजर आणायचा प्रयत्न केला, then its image which is formed on retina will be blurred. In such cases, आता असे जर ऑब्जेक्ट्स आपल्याला मॅग्निफाईड फॉर्म मध्ये क्लिअर बघायचे असतील, लाईक सेल्स ऑफ ओनियन, in such cases we need optical instruments to see such too small objects. We need optical instruments like microscope. या मायक्रोस्कोप मध्ये ऑब्जेक्टच्या साइज नुसार सिंपल मायक्रोस्कोप यूज करू शकता किंवा कंपाऊंड मायक्रोस्कोप यूज करू शकता. So in such cases means if the objects are too small, then we need optical instruments like microscope to observe objects clearly. So this is the need for using optical instruments because limitations for the eye lens, focusing limitations for the eye lens. Now there is also number of optical instruments. In case of cosmic objects or astronomical objects like stars or planets, these cosmic objects are actually very big, very large in size. But as that objects are far away from us, we cannot see them clearly. At the same time, we cannot find out minute details of that object. Also, we cannot brought that object closer to us to increase the visual angle. In such cases, we need optical instruments like telescope. So, the visual angle made by cosmic objects means astronomical objects like stars or planets, which are far away from us, such as stars, म्हणजे stars किंवा planets far away from us. That's why the visual angle subtended by that planets or stars is too small to make out minor details. त्या ऑब्जेक्टचे जे काय मायन्यूट डिटेल्स आहेत प्लॅनेटचे किंवा स्टार्सचे जे मायन्यूट डिटेल्स आहेत ते मायन्यूट डिटेल्स आपण फाइंड आउट करू शकत नाही बिकॉज as they are far away from us, the visual angle subtended by that objects is too small to make out minor details of that cosmic objects or astronomical objects, and we cannot bring those objects closer to increase the visual angle. In such cases, also we needed optical instruments. See here. In such cases, we also need optical instruments like telescope to observe objects clearly and to make out minor details of that objects. So these are the few needs for using optical instruments. Now we will study first optical instrument from your syllabus, which is simple microscope called as reading lens. I think you all have seen that simple microscope or reading lens. The specs that we are using, the reading lenses that we are using are nothing but simple microscope. The specs in which convex lenses are used, particularly convex lenses used होणारे जे specs आहेत, all that specs are simple microscope or reading lens. So what is simple microscope? Simple microscope is a single convex lens of short focal length. See, a simple microscope consists of single convex lens of short focal length, and such single convex lens we have shown in this diagram. And this convex lens is placed on one ray diagram. Part of that ray diagram is focused by this convex lens, and remaining part you can see it with your eyes, and definitely you can differentiate between the size of images. So this is how we can use simple microscope to increase the size of object. Once again, as that simple microscope is called as a reading lens, we can use that simple microscope for the reading small print. As this one is a small printed letters, we can read that letters through the simple microscope. And such simple microscopes are used by watchmakers किंवा वॉच रिपेअर करणारे जे एक्सपर्ट असतात त्या वॉच रिपेअर्स कडे अशा प्रकारचा सिंपल मायक्रोस्कोप म्हणजे सिंगल कॉन्व्हेक्स लेन्स शॉर्ट फोकल लेन्स असतो. त्याचबरोबर दिस सिंपल मायक्रोस्कोप इज युज्ड बाय ज्वेलर्स. जे काही मौल्यवान खडे असतात त्यामध्ये आर्टिफिशियल किंवा डुप्लिकेट आणि रिअल जेम्स असतात यांच्यामधलं डिफरन्सिएशन करण्यासाठी वी कॅन यूज सिंपल मायक्रोस्कोप ॲज वेल ॲज पामिस्ट. दोज जे विशारद किंवा जे हस्तरेषा ज्यांना बघण्यामध्ये क्षमता असते अशा व्यक्तींच्याकडून ह्या कॉन्व्हेक्स लेन्सचा यूज होऊ शकतो टू सी दॅट लाईन्स ऑन युअर palms clearly. So these are the uses of simple microscope. Now we will focus towards how to find magnifying power of such simple microscope. Magnifying power, also called as angular magnification, which is the ratio of two visual angles. So we want to find the expression for magnifying power of simple microscope. And before finding the expression, we will go through ray diagram. Ray diagram, which is explaining formation of image by simple microscope. So this is the ray diagram. This is the ray diagram which explain image formed by simple microscope. And we know that simple microscope consists single convex lens of short focal length. In this diagram, this is the convex lens. Only one convex lens, single convex lens is used of short focal length, and P is its optical center. At the same time, F and this F are the principal focus. These are the principal focus. And the object that you want to see in magnified form is AB. AB is the object, and which is kept at distance U from the optical center of that convex lens. And its image formation is shown in this ray diagram. At the same time, figure B. In figure B explains angle made by object at DDV with eye. Direct तो ऑब्जेक्ट अनएडेड आयच्या साईनावर बघायचा विदाउट इन ऑप्टिकल इन्स्ट्रुमेंट. आणि तो ऑब्जेक्ट अनएडेड आईज पासून किती डिस्टन्स ठेवलाय पहा. डी एवढ्या डिस्टन्सवर ठेवायचा म्हणजे डीडीव्ही वर ठेवायचा. त्यावेळी दॅट ऑब्जेक्ट सबटेन्स अँगल अल्फा विथ अनएडेड आय. And this is the visual angle. Got it? Now the image of this object. सिंपल मायक्रोस्कोप मध्ये तुम्ही जो ऑब्जेक्ट घेतलाय त्या ऑब्जेक्टची जी इमेज आहे ती A1 B1 ह्या इमेजनं ह्या लेन्स बरोबर सबटेंड केलेला अँगल बीटा आहे. पण ती इमेज बघत असताना आपण आपला जो आय आहे दॅट आय कीप्स व्हेरी क्लोज टू दॅट लेन्स. सो indirectly we can take beta is the angle subtended by or visual angle subtended by image at the eye. So this is how two visual angles we can consider here. So let us explain image formation by simple microscope. That for that we have considered object AB. See here, considered an object AB placed at a distance U from optical center P. And distance of that object is less than focal length. You can see, let F focal length of the lens. And what is focal length? The distance between optical center and principal focus. याचा अर्थ this object is kept within focal length of the convex lens. Object distance is less than focal length म्हणजे प्रिन्सिपल फोकसच्या इनसाइड मध्ये हा ऑब्जेक्ट आहे. Isn't it? Now we want to find position of the image. ह्या ऑब्जेक्टच्या इमेजची पोझिशन आपल्याला फाइंड करायची असेल तर मिनिमम 2 इन्सिडेंट रेज आपल्याला कन्सिडर करावे लागतील. टू फाइंड द पोझिशन ऑफ इमेज we have to consider minimum 2 incident rays. You can see in this ray diagram. First incident ray is parallel to principal axis. And second incident ray is passing through optical center. So these are the two incident rays that we have considered to find position of this object. Now one incident ray parallel to principal axis which passes through focus after refraction. You can see here. This is the first incident ray which is parallel to principal axis. After refraction, it passes through this principal focus. Now, second incident ray. Second incident ray passes through optical center which goes without deviation. This is the second incident ray. Passes through optical center which goes without deviation. आता हे दोन्हीही incident rays जे आहे ते after refraction they are passing in this direction. If these two rays are produced, see here, same diagram we have referred. On producing these rays, हे दोन incident rays आपण जर produce केले, you can see in this ray diagram. The rays meets at point A1. Produced rays meets at point A1. So we get image A1 B1. See here, A1 B1 at a distance V from the optical center of that lens. म्हणजे दोन्हीही incident rays जर आपण produce केले back side ला, they are meeting at point A and producing image A1 B1 at what distance? At distance V from the optical center. आता हा जो ऑब्जेक्ट आहे आणि त्याची इमेज ह्या दोघांचा आपण कंपेअर केलं, दिस इमेज इज डेफिनेटली मॅग्निफाईड, लार्ज साईजचे आहे ऑब्जेक्ट पेक्षा, इरेक्ट अँड व्हर्च्युअल. So the nature of image produced by this lens, this simple microscope, is magnified, erect and virtual. And this image, in order to see this image, we have to keep our eye close to this lens on other side, because the image produced by this lens is on the same side of object. So to see this image can be seen by keeping eye close to the lens on the other side of object. You can see this in ray diagram. Is the object, its image is A1 B1 and its image can be seen by keeping the eye close to the lens on the other side of that object. Okay, now how can find the position of image? We know that by changing the position of object within focal length, म्हणजे ह्या ऑब्जेक्टची पोझिशन प्रिन्सिपल फोकस आणि ऑप्टिकल सेंटर या दरम्यान तुम्ही जर चेंज केला ऑब्जेक्टची पोझिशन, तर इमेजची पोझिशन कॅन बी एनीवेअर बिटवीन DDV to infinity. See here, by changing the position of object within focal length means principal focus and optical center. एक्झाम्पल मी सांगेन, जर ऑब्जेक्टची पोझिशन प्रिन्सिपल फोकस वर असेल, then image will be formed at infinity. म्हणजे इमेजची पोझिशन इन्फिनिटीला मिळण्यासाठी ऑब्जेक्ट should be exactly at the principal focus. And as we shift the objects towards the optical center, the image will come closer to this lens. And the distance of that image V equal to DDV at a certain position. That is explained in this paragraph. By changing the position of object within focal length, a magnified image can be obtained anywhere from DDV to infinity. म्हणजे या ठिकाणी जी इमेज फॉर्म झालेली आहे A1 B1, ह्या इमेजची पोझिशन डिपेंड्स अपॉन पोझिशन ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट within focal length. At the same time, we are getting here two visual angles. Beta is the visual angle subtended by image at the eye, and alpha is the visual angle subtended by object at DDV with eye. And these angles are very small as the object is very small, because these are the visual angles and observed size of object is very small, so the visual angles are very small. See here, as the angles are small, and any angle which is very small and measured in radian, we can take tan theta nearly equal to theta. So we can refer figure A and figure B. See here, from figure A and figure B. From figure A, we are getting the visual angle beta, and from figure B, we are getting the visual angle alpha. So from figure B, we will refer first. Tan beta, tan beta, tan beta, we know that it is the ratio of opposite side to the adjacent side. So here we are getting two right angle triangles. Two right angle triangles. First one is ABP and second right angle triangle is A1 B1 P. So tan beta we can take here as the ratio of AB upon BP. Also we can take it is a ratio of A1 B1 upon B1 P. So from figure V we can take tan beta as it is very small nearly equal to beta. See here, tan beta nearly equal to beta, which is the ratio of opposite side upon adjacent side, A1 B1 upon PB1 for this large right angle triangle, which is equal to AB upon U for this small right angle triangle. And tan alpha we can take from the figure B. From this figure B, we can take tan alpha. As alpha is very small, tan alpha nearly equal to alpha. See here, tan alpha nearly equal to alpha equal to AB upon D, opposite side upon adjacent side. So using these two angles, values of two angles, we can find magnifying power of this simple microscope. See here same ray diagrams we have referred. According to definition of magnifying power च्या definition मध्ये we are taking the ratio of two visual angles. See here, magnifying power is the ratio of visual angle subtended at eye by the image divided by visual angle subtended at eye by the object at DD. As we know that beta equal to AB upon U, alpha equal to AB upon D, this AB will get cancelled and you will get D upon U. So in this way, we are getting the formula for magnifying power of simple microscope as D upon U. Now we will refer lens equation or lens formula. See here, we have lens formula. What it gives? It gives the relation between image distance, object distance and focal length of this lens. ह्या लेन्सच्या लेन्सनं प्रोड्यूस केलेल्या इमेजचं डिस्टन्स, लेन्ससाठी असणाऱ्या ऑब्जेक्टचं डिस्टन्स आणि लेन्सची फोकल लेंथ ह्या तिघांच्या मधल्या रिलेशन जे असतं त्याला आपण लेन्स फॉर्म्युला किंवा लेन्स इक्वेशन म्हणतो, which can be written like this. See here, 1 upon V minus 1 upon U equal to 1 upon F. But as per the Cartesian sign convention नुसार those distances measured against incident light are negative. So object distance and image distance are negative, but focal length of convex lens is positive. That means in this formula, V and U are negative, but F is positive. So by taking that sign convention, we can write here 1 upon minus V minus 1 upon minus U equal to 1 upon F. आता या इक्वेशनला आपण प्रत्येक टर्मला कॅपिटल डी न मल्टिप्लाय करू. सी हियर, और d upon minus v plus y, here plus this minus and minus becomes plus d upon u equal to d upon f. In this relation, this d upon u is equation 1. What it gives? It gives us magnifying power of that simple microscope. So magnifying power, which is equal to d upon u, find करण्यासाठी this term should be shifted to the right. See here. Therefore, magnifying power of simple microscope, which is equal to d upon u equal to d upon v plus d upon f. Equation 2 gives us This equation gives magnifying power of simple microscope. So this is expression for magnifying power of simple microscope. So we will discuss this equation too for the two cases. See here. Case first for maximum magnifying power. म्हणजे सिंपल मायक्रोस्कोपची मॅग्निफाइंग पॉवर मॅक्झिमम कधी असणार मिनिमम कधी असणार यासाठीच्या दोन केसेस आपण इथे डिस्कस करणार आहोत. सी फॉर द मॅक्झिमम मॅग्निफाइंग पॉवर इफ image is formed at ddv, that is v equal to d, as shown in this ray diagram. See here, this image a1 b1, image distance v equal to d, means image is formed at ddv. आता ह्या इमेजची पोझिशन इज डिसाइडेड बाय द पोझिशन ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट within focal length, and this image is formed at ddv, then v equal to d we can take. Then expression for magnifying power will change like this. See here, magnifying power त्यावेळी मॅक्झिमम असणार आणि ती आपण फाइंड करण्यासाठी d अपॉन v लिहायचं होतं, but v equal to d we can take. So d upon v plus d upon f. So this d and d gets cancelled. We get 1 plus d upon f. So this is expression for maximum magnifying power for simple microscope when image is formed at ddv. Now the second case for simple microscope for minimum magnifying power. जर मॅग्निफाइंग पॉवर मिनिमम असेल तर इमेज should be formed at infinity. See here, if image is formed at infinity, that is image distance equal to infinity, magnifying power will be minimum, and this minimum magnifying power equal to d upon v. V take infinity plus d upon f. So d upon infinity gives us 0 plus d upon f, that means simply d upon f. So this formula equation 4 gives us magnifying power when image is formed at infinity and it is minimum. So this is how magnifying power of simple microscope can have anything between maximum and minimum. Maximum magnifying power when image will be formed at ddv, and minimum magnifying power when image will be formed at infinity. Now, two statements we want to remember. Which one is first? From equation 3 and 4. From equation 3 and 4. What we can say? Magnifying power of simple microscope can be anything from d upon f to 1 plus d upon f. Means d upon f is minimum magnifying power when image is formed at infinity, and 1 plus d upon f is the maximum magnifying power when image is formed at ddv. So magnifying power of simple microscope can have the values between these two extreme values. This was the first statement that we want to remember. And second, we know that magnifying power and focal length या दोघांच्या मध्ये रिलेशन आपल्याला इन्व्हर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल आहे हे कळतं. So this was the second statement that we want to remember. Magnifying power of simple microscope is inversely proportional to focal length of that lens. Shorter the focal length, greater will be the magnifying power. That's why we are using simple microscope of shorter focal length. जेवढी फोकल लेंथ शॉर्ट असेल स्मॉल असेल तेवढी त्या सिंपल मायक्रोस्कोपची मॅग्निफाइंग पॉवर लार्ज असेल. त्याचबरोबर दिस मॅग्निफाइंग पॉवर इज मॅक्झिमम when image is formed at ddv, which is explained in the equation 3. Equation 3 explains maximum magnifying power when image is formed at ddv. So in this way we have discussed first optical instrument, which is simple microscope out of 3 optical instruments, and we come to know that how to find magnifying power of any optical instrument. It is nothing but the ratio of two visual angles. Magnifying power is equal to beta upon alpha, and that we have find the expressions in the two different cases, maximum magnifying power and minimum magnifying power. So with this we are ending this lecture.